for like 2 weeks straight, bro.
He started last week on Jake like that too. Like we were just randomly just started going into Jake right as soon as we went live. Like
no, that's not the way it happened.
But as soon as that red button it went on, we were like, oh, Jake.
I don't even remember what the fuck you're talking about. Like what?
We were going on.
That's not the way it happened. Jake set himself up for that. You know what I mean?
Nah. I don't believe that bullshit either.
Yeah, he set himself up.
He did something.
He did something before we went live.
What happened?
He said something before we went live, which triggered me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what we were talking about, but
it's very hard to trigger Tone, right? Yeah.
Man, it was like it is hard.
It is hard. I don't get triggered often, but he said something that triggered me.
Hey, it ain't. It's about 45-50% hard. All you gotta do is say the right thing about some music, or say something that you messing up on.
Yeah,
he going on.
Yeah. Oh,
so this why
like that. Last week I just said the name Big Boy, and I told don't get me started on Outkast.
Actually, OG easily triggered. Now that I think about it.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta say something.
You guys.
Say you like a rapper that he don't like. He going off.
I remember. I asked Tom since like I hosted twice in a week. I asked, you want to host this time? They got mad at me. Niggas went in.
First of all, I'm not grumpy man in the room. Second of all,
you are.
I don't know when the last time you hosted. I can't even keep count of that. You know what I mean?
Why do you think I call you OG? Any OG just got a tip.
That's called respect. That's why, and you remember that. I'm OG because I got the respect back there. You know what I'm saying? So you get that in order. You know what I mean?
See.
It take a nation of millions to walk in these shoes. Shit.
I'm sure it do.
You like how I combine that Public Enemy reference, Jake?
With Jeezy?
That's why I fucks with you, bro. I fucks with you. But them other two,
I want to get some IQ going on.
Them other two, man. Them two right there.
Hey, you like Jeezy?
Who, Jeezy? Yeah.
Okay. We got one in common.
All right.
His first two albums was his classic. His first album was a classic.
I mean,
I'll say like the first 4.
No, bro, you tripping it. You know what I mean?
I give him the first 3, and I give him that USDA album too.
The 3 was
right. El Jefe boy.
Yeah.
USDA was really only one song on there that everyone always
No, that wasn't the one.
They had Go and Shake Your Ass, bitch. I'm gonna throw this money. They had that. White Girl.
Okay.
They had Corporate Thuggin'.
Corporate Thuggin' was the only major song for me on there.
Go.
Corporate Thuggin', CTE.
To the day I die, that's the way it's gonna be.
I'm gonna look them beats up, man. Look for the samples. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, before we came on, I was doing my thing in the samples again, digging in the crates. And I hate to say it, man, a lot of these guys don't know about music, except my man Jake. Shout out to my man Jake. So you always welcome to leave the pharmacy behind you and come to Orilla Radio, and we can talk about music. Can you give me a shameless plug right there for Orilla Radio? Shout out to Orilla Radio, which is me, and that's on every Sundays at 5:00. Orilla Radio.
Shout out to Robitussin.
Fuck no.
Yeah, why he just messed your commercial over there?
You see, do that. But when I'm gonna be downtown at the Purple Pig, and
he gets all the space he needs.
The Purple Pig.
The
Purple Pig. No. Do it over again. Do it over again.
Look, y'all know what it is. Why am I doing it over? Y'all heard what I said. Orilla Radio, 5:00 on Sundays. Be there. You know, I had my first guest, Aunt P. Shout out to Aunt P. Aunt P is the truth. If you haven't heard him, you know what I mean? I did an interview with him last week, and I got some more stuff coming up, man. You know, I'm giving you what you need all day. But other than that, let's get to what this is. This is Mask Off, man. Mask Off Podcast. all of us here today. The fellas are here, and we doing it with a special guest, Mr. Steven Strickland, actor, director, host, producer, on episode 97. That's the year I graduated too. Shout out to 97s. We in the house, Denby, Technical Preparatory High. Y'all know what it do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm from the East Side. You know what I mean? We get it live all day. East Side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dan too. He low-key from the East Side, but he don't want to acknowledge it. But anyway, y'all know what it do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Dan for one East Sider to another East Sider. I'm going to Dan. What it do, Dan?
I have no idea how Tone knew that. Maybe
because you said it before.
Maybe I did, yeah. But like,
hold the fuck up. Don't keep that no secret, man.
Yeah,
rep that.
And he was definitely offended. Like, man,
I like, weird.
Supposed to know that.
You were supposed to know that.
No,
hey, that was like in the guard.
You're supposed to know I'm one of them type of people.
Yeah, man.
Check yourself, Dan. I heard that shit. Check yourself.
My folks are from there. They went to Finney for them, so like they're around that spot. Then like we moved around like when I was like 8. So I'm West Side all day. I don't know what y'all talking.
You grew up on the East.
Born on the East Side. You East Side nigga. Don't
you was born on the East.
You was
I don't know if you remember, Tom. They got this on
one drop rule for East Side.
What, Jake?
Yeah. I don't know if you remember. They got this ongoing joke that I grew up in Southfield, but I'm actually originally from the East Side as well.
Okay, all right. Now we all pretty.
No, I'm not stopping, motherfucker. No, I'm not stopping. I was born on the fucking East Side, motherfucker.
Hey,
my sister went to King, and I moved to the West Side like 90.
Be on the West Side though, because King was one of those. All right, yeah, but go ahead.
I'm disappointed you even put that in your mouth. Talking about you from the East Side. You get your ass back west. Going back west.
I mean, I am a West Sider. I mean, I'd rather be a West Sider than an East Sider, but I'm originally from the East Side.
And that's another thing we need to dispel, man. I remember when we went to go see my young boy do his stand-up comedy bit at Mike Larry Comedy. I was about to say Comedy Castle. You know what I'm saying?
Funny is funny.
Funny is funny. Why keep wanting to make that a thing? Mike Larry Comedy Castle. You know what I mean? But hey, Mike Larry's funny is funny. Shout out to you and everything you're doing. When we came and saw the young boy, it was a lot of comedians getting on stage talking shit about the East Side, and I felt highly offended, as you know, Jake, because you were sitting next to me. I wanted to slap every nigga in there that got out of line talking about the East Side, because that shouldn't fly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna give the people what they want when they want it, and he wanted it. It was one guy out there with his mama fur on talking real greasy about the East Side, and I felt offended for the sisters from the East Side. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that, and I'm taking everything that come along with it because I'm from the East Side.
That was the best part of the show. Tone talking shit about everybody.
Right.
That's what I do.
Like when Malachi went on. Malachi was like, like every time Malachi hop on stage, he danced, you know what I'm saying? He had fun and everything. Tone like, quit all that goddamn dance and just tell jokes, motherfucker.
You know what? I could do that. That's my young boy. But these other motherfuckers, I mean, they wasn't as funny as my young boy and another guy that was up there too. You know what I mean? And I felt really, really impressed by him. I felt really, really honored to see him up there. And I'm gonna stop giving him too much praise before it go to his head. Next thing you know, he'll be Mr. Lee again. You know what I mean? When we had the ladies on, he was Mr. Lee. So shout out to young Malachi. Jake, talk so we can get this rolling.
Yo, what up, though? Yeah. Hey, all four of us are here. Yeah, all four of us are here in this bitch, and we here, we here to talk, give y'all a good show. As usual, good to be here. Good, shout out to everybody, watch all the time and everything. Yeah, it's feeling good. Got my Robitussin over here.
Live from the pharmacy.
Straight from the pharmacy. Straight from the pharmacy from the East Side. You know what I'm saying?
No. You fuck it up.
Hey, good to see you, Jake.
I'm messing up.
Hey, Jake, you looking slim, dog. You been working out?
Really? I wear weight well, man. I'm like,
it's that new chain. It's that new chain he got.
I haven't heard that one before.
What?
I wear the weight well, man.
I do, man. Like a lot of people don't. When I tell people I'm 280 pounds, they don't believe me. They don't. I wear it well. I don't know. I wear fat well.
So basically, you ain't been working out, walking, or nothing. You just
I ain't been doing nothing. I ain't been doing nothing. Malachi just said, "You look slim." Like I've been thinking about, yo, I'm gonna get my shit together. Malachi said, "Hey, you look slim, Jake." Like,
fuck it then.
I'm
done.
Fuck it.
Done.
I'm gonna order me a pizza tonight. Fuck it.
Long as Malachi see it, it's done.
As long as I look good in the webcam, you know,
I'm straight.
Hey, I think I just saw a part of your arm. That's what I went off of. You probably on a white shirt with a white shirt on. You probably be totally different.
Hey, man. Try to take away.
No, dog. I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I didn't look good in this extra large shirt I was trying on. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wear the extra large shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be.
All I'm saying is still make sure you get that workout in, man. Ain't no excuse.
Oh yeah.
And that goes for all you niggas, man.
No, actually, I'm I'm thinking about like getting back in the I took kickboxing in like middle school and like early high school. Thinking about getting back into that.
You had to learn how to fight on the west side. That's what that was.
You said what?
You had to learn how to fight on the west side. Because if you're from the east side, you learn how to fight early.
Shut up, motherfucker. All right. Out of here.
Hey man.
I was born and raised.
No, that was me like telling my dad like, yo, I want to wrestle. He was like, no, nigga, you ain't wrestling. You gonna box.
That's what's up though, Jake. Yeah, get into it, man. That'd be great. Great cardio for you, bro. So fitness is so important to your life, man. Not only your body, but your mind as well. You feel me?
You should do a fitness channel. You should do that. You got a fitness Instagram. Tell us more about your week, Malachi.
Man, my week been good, man. Feeling good. You know, this week has actually been one of the best weeks I've had mentally, man. I've been going hard in the paint. I've been reading this book by 50 Cent, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. And the book really changed my mindset, man. Once you change your mind, you change your life. So, you know, just the biggest thing I took from the book is he said the two things that helped him get to where he at is his fearlessness, and he has the heart of a hustler. He said in order to cultivate the heart of a hustler, you have to understand that you're not hustling towards a certain goal. Hustle has to be the motor that's running inside of you, that's fueled by passion every single day. So I've been passionate, man. I've been moving and grooving, man. So I'm excited. Had some performances this week, a paint job this week. So we working. Grateful.
So you just talking motivational minutes now. Huh?
Hey, that's it's my life. It's the life I live, man.
Hey, Dan, I was gonna say that like people.
I'm like, this is the segment, or is this just?
Hey, you asked me how my week was. You know.
Hey, Dan, people who see the show, they ask me, is that young man always like that, or he just be like that? I say that's who he is.
Oh yeah, no,
that's who he is. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, that's my young boy, man. He a 100% walking, talking, motivational, positive reinforcement, cardio working, comedian, PowerPoint to business.
My man.
Mogul in the making, man. And I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. All he needs is a new Acer. So if anybody out there that want to donate an Acer to him, you know, we'll get the GoFundMe for that.
It ain't a tone compliment without a side jab.
Absolutely. He went too high after the mogul making. I knew it was like this about to come crashing down quick.
It's like Tone get too uncomfortable when they give you a comment. It's like, no, I'm too soft. Fuck this nigga.
No, that was all. He do need a computer. Why is that gotta be? Gotta get my young boy a computer out here.
Man, big salute. But it's good to see my guys, man. You know what I'm
no doubt. Let's get. Did we get Dan? Dan, what's going on with you?
Dan went first.
We did, but then we started
talking about some other shit.
Talking about East Side, West Side.
But I'm good. This week I checked out Jake's show with Jake and Tam show, Hip Prov live, which was my first time seeing it live, and that really did translate good. So I told them both that was great. Jake kind of changed the way he performs live versus like what they did on streaming. and like that works, and it's that was a
dope,
great show, man. So shout out to them.
That's super dope.
They got like Maker's Mark stuff that they're passing out all sorts of gifts there. So yeah, Tam is doing a great job on that, of trying to like build that and grow that brand. So shout out to them.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Tam.
man.
What up, though?
Shout out to Jake.
She created a real good show, and I'm like blessed that she had me be part of it.
That's what's up. That's what's
Really.
up. So right. I guess it would be me. How was my week? Because we already behind. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. My week was great. I launched Orilla Radio, and once again, I'm gonna give a shout out to Orilla Radio, and that would be Sundays at 5 p.m. Orilla Radio, Sundays at 5 p.m. But anyway, let's keep it moving to the motivational minute with the young boy, Mel Khali. Let's go.
Yes, sir. What up, though? Today's motivational minute is about having specific vision. Whenever you have aspirations in life, they got to be pinpoint perfect down to the wire of what you exactly want. You can't have a broad vision. You can, but it's much better to get very specific, very detail oriented when it comes to your goals and your dreams. The more specific you are, the more specific you can be with the work that's required to get you there. Once you have a clear vision, you can have clear steps to take to get to that destination. So make sure your vision is specific, not just broad. Pinpoint it down, boil it down so you can get right down to the nitty gritty. It's your motivational minute.
Good stuff.
This guy, man. This guy.
Yeah, man. That was good. That kind of made me think back to the other guest we had with Tone too, where he gave us some good advice, right?
Yeah, he dropped some gems.
The pie method.
Yeah,
you talking about Gene Sion? Shout out to Gene Sion, Orilla Radio.
Performance information.
We're gonna have to hit him up. We're gonna have to get him up. We're gonna have to get him back, man.
Yeah.
What you were talking about kind of made me think about that, and like having, because you need like the big ideas plus, but you need those next steps too. Because I know for me personally, like I can think about the big ideas of like what I want to do, like oh man, this and this, but like figuring out like what's that next move, that is like the hardest one. Well, for me at least. So learning and then figuring out like how those next steps move forward to like your bigger goal. Yeah, that's game changing.
This made me think of today while I was at work. I was also multitasking, and I was in the presence of DJ Touch, and she's working on some personal things, and I'm just saying to her like, "Won't you just do this?" And she's working on big goals and little goals at the same time, which motivate me. I'm over here looking at her, and I'm like, "Yo, well, let me go ahead and start on this. Let me jot down some notes. So let me do this that I'm working on." And then just that energy, she just fueling that energy in me. And the way that energy get fueled in, you get motivated to work on things that you need to get accomplished, big and small. So shout out. I want a big shout out to DJ Touch too, man.
No, that's how it works. We talked about that here. That's why you got to be around folks that are constantly trying to work and like kind of trying to push you, because then like that kind of wears off. I mean wears on you.
Yeah, and another thing too, Eric Thomas said, don't count the cost. Whenever you have an idea or a goal in mind, don't count the cost of what it's going to take to get it done. Just do it. Because if you think about all the steps you got to take, oh man, I got to do this, and this. Just start. You start, you get that done, you get the next part done, and then you look up and it's complete. You know
and you happy at the end result. Like, damn, I did that. And that's
accomplished.
That's how I felt when I had to do a show, and I'm like, before the show, I'm like, damn, how am I gonna do this? Or what I'm gonna talk about? I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And I got it done. And I felt great about it. And I'm ready to do it again. You know what I mean?
Good job. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. And being clear about why you start, and the more you're clear about why you start, why you want it, that's all gonna get you there and keep you there. You know.
We 20 minutes deep in the game, man. It's good to catch up with everybody here. It's so wonderful. Before we get this gentleman on, let's do something we love to do. Yep. Let's check the radar. Let's see what's going on with the temperature in the room. We got any people in the comments? What's popping?
DJ Touch in our chat. She said, "Good evening, fellas." She said, "Good to see you."
Touch. DJ Touch is in the motherfucking building. Shut up, DJ Touch.
She said, "Good to see the whole gang." Yeah, it's been a minute since we all been on too. So You guys even coordinate outfits. Oh, that's how. Hey, that's how we do, man.
That's how we do.
And I got the actual mask off joint on too.
He gonna show his breast patch. Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm trying. Kicking it with Rob said, "What's up, family?"
What up, though, Rob? Shout out to you, bro.
And James Coleman said, "What up, though?"
What up, though? Shout out to you, homie.
Yes, sir.
What up, though, family? What up, though? You changed that picture. I'm happy you changed that picture too. You know what I mean? That picture was very uncomfortable. Yo, hey Malachi, that's another brother I know that hit the gym heavy, man.
Oh yeah,
he hit the gym heavy.
Dope.
What up, though?
Yeah, my guy. Okay.
We got anything else popping anywhere else?
Nothing in the Facebook chat. Go to pen at YouTube real quick. No, that's what we got rocking right now.
That's what we got going on. So you know what we do about this time. We get straight to the group discussion. You don't got to pan on me because it's not about me right now. It's about the group discussion. So with that being said, I can only do this. No other way I can do this. I can give an introduction that could be the best introduction ever, but I'm going to give it to my young boy to bring it in, and he going to take it from here. Malachi, get the popping. You know what to do.
Yes, sir. Today's for our group discussion. We got a special guest on, my homeboy, Steven Strickland. He's from Newark, New Jersey. From across the way, we became brothers, man. He can't slid down to the D a few times. We actually slid out there for a special appearance that he did on a television show. We actually going to talk about all that. I'm honored to have him on the show with us. Let's give a warm mask off. Welcome to my boy, my homie, Steven Strickland.
Yeah.
What's up, my brother?
What up, though?
Hey, I call him Mr. Do What You Love what you do. You know, I don't call him that, but you know,
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Val. You can call me that.
Yeah, man.
That's one of the monikers I go by. Oh wow,
hey,
pull that up.
Hey, this how we do, man. This how we do. You feel me?
Man, okay.
Resume on deck. You feel me?
Cool.
Shout out to the East Coast, man. I lived in Philly for 14 years. So okay. I'm very familiar with Newark and New Jersey or whatever. Shout out to the East Coast, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
cool,
sir.
Cool.
How you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. I feel blessed to be on the show. Nice. You know, I'm still riding the high. You know, this is my birthday month. So I celebrate all month, March 1st till April 1st.
Beautiful.
I'm still riding the high from last week. You know, we'll get into it. But yeah, man, I'm just feeling really good right now and really happy.
That's some nice gear you got on there, man. Let's talk to him about that. Let's start off with that.
Well, you know, as Mal said, you know, I am Mr. Do What You Love What You Do. This is my my apparel line that I just launched. Wait, wrong way. There we go. Do What You Love. On the back, it has LWYD. Do What You Love What You Do. My production company, Strickland Media Group, on the left arm. And it's weird because it's backwards. And 3/1/22, that's the day of the launch. That's my birthday this year. And it's my 44th birthday. So 3 + 1 is 4. 2 + 2 is 4. Put it together, you got 44. And this is the sweatshirt version of the line. I also have hoodies, you know, for sale. So I did a soft launch, and I'm going to be doing a bigger launch in April. But yeah, man, jumping out there into the apparel game.
I love it, man. That looks nice, man. That looks quality.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Dan? Go ahead.
No, man, that's dope, man.
Yeah, super dope. So go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Who are you? What you do? You know, talk to us.
Hello, everybody that may or may not know me. My name is Steven Strickland. I'll look at the camera right here. There we go. My name is Steven Strickland. I'm an actor, director, host, producer from Newark, New Jersey. Have 20 plus years experience in, you know, the entertainment industry. I'm a Pisces. I'm allergic to shrimp. I love to make people laugh and entertain people. And I love God. And I'm just very happy to be here.
Nice. 20 years, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, all right, I want to get straight to it, man. 20 years in the game, hosting, directing, writing, Did you say writing? I think
I'm trickling into that.
You wrote
I'm actually writing a film now. So yeah.
There you go. I knew it was there for a reason. So yeah. 20 years in the game, man. I'm actually gonna swap my questions actually, and this would be a good time to ask. What is your most favorite gift out of your bag that you just mentioned? Favorite and why?
Favorite, of the between the acting, directing, hosting, and
between your artistry. Yeah.
Favorite is acting.
Okay.
I've been doing that the longest.
Okay.
That brings me the most joy. So whenever I say do what you love what you do, it stems from acting because I love to act.
Wow.
And everything else follows. If I had to put an order to it, it would be acting, hosting, directing, producing. But alphabetically, it looks better when you do actor, director, host, producer. So,
I think the when people go by, it's just how it flows better. I don't think it's to the level in which you like,
Right.
But that's good. So acting first. Why acting first though?
Acting first because originally it was because people liked what I did, and then as I grew to understand that I have an effect on people from the stage because I started doing theater, community theater, church theater, and I had an effect on people in the room. And watching films and plays, people had an effect on me from the stage and through the screen. And I wanted to be able to do that. And over the course of my career, I've been blessed to be able to do that. People always say, great job. You're very believable. I know somebody that's like that. Talking about the characters that I played. And, people said, that I had an effect, on their lives in that moment. So I like to create great moments or just be in the moment and hopefully something great will come out of it. So beautiful. I love being able to tell stories and jump into other characters.
Nice. Fellas, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, man. So I know that a lot of folks that act go to start to direct and they start to produce one because to get work you got to make your work. But I think my main question is though is how did you what type of skills that you took from you performing like what skills you took from that did you take into the director seat or did you take into the
good question
the
other stuff really
the rest of the work?
Well, all the other stuff or just specifically directing?
The whole thing really, yeah.
Okay. So being an actor first, you get to understand what's going on this side of the camera, and being on the other side as a director, you get to see what's going on. And as an actor first, you're able to speak the language to get actors to get actors where they need to be. And like you said, actors become directors, writers, because we're sitting around waiting for what we used to sit around and wait for directors and producers to give us our footage from the projects that we did and things like that, because we're taught to build a reel, which is a visual resume of our work. And all that waiting around is like, I need the footage because I want to get these gigs and da. And then it's like, well, sometimes the stories that you want to tell aren't out there, so you got to write them yourself and direct them yourself and how the tone of the film should go and things like that. So the quality, I guess, that I took throughout all this other stuff is listening. I think as an actor, one of the most important things is listening, because you have to be aware of what's going on in the moment so that you stay in that moment. You're not going left while everybody else is going right. That carries over into directing, and listening is not just with, with your ears. You listen to with your eyes, pay attention to people's body language and things like that. Sliding over, into directing, just listening to the actor to see what they feel, because it's a collaborative effort. It's just not my way or no way. It's a collaborative effort because the actor is putting in the work. They're becoming the character. They're taking the script and making it theirs and delving into the emotions and all this other stuff. So writers tend to have, that's one of the reasons why I kind of stayed away from writing for a while, because a lot of writers tend to see it one way and don't allow the actors to play with it and bring it to life, you know. So, and then into hosting, you know, listening to people, paying attention to the room. It's kind of like comedy. You know, I don't call myself a comedian. A lot of people think I'm a comedian because of my comedic timing and how I move when I'm on stage hosting and things like that. But it's, you know, it's kind of the same. You read the room, you know, you see what's going on. If something happens in the moment, you gotta acknowledge it, because everybody else heard it or saw it. If you just let it go, then it's like, okay, you're not doing your job. And producing, you know, I love the machine of how everything works. The behind the scenes, everybody does their part. You know, it's like a puzzle. You got to put all those pieces together to get that main piece of art, that masterpiece. If one piece is missing, it's not complete. You know, so I'm a huge fan of the process and how a thing works, especially in this industry, and being on both sides of the camera. You know, working my way up from doing extra work to being a leading man, or, you know, being a director, being a producer. You know, sometimes having to get my hands dirty, for lack of a better word, and be the person holding the boom mic, be the person that's the script supervisor and following along. So I love to do my part. I'm a people person. So I love to communicate and make people happy and make sure that the job gets done. So I'm hoping that answered your question.
No, yeah, more than enough.
But at the core of it is listening.
Very detailed.
Yeah, Tom?
Yeah, so my question is, first of all, we're happy to have you on the show.
Thank you, brother.
You know, we feel honored that we have someone that's on stage other than Malachi, not necessarily on stage, but on screen, you know, here blessing us with your presence. And I want to ask you a question. Like, what's you've been doing this for like 20 years or so, right? As you say, you know, 20 plus probably. So what let's talk about acting in a sense of what role was one of the most dynamic roles that you believe that you've played, you know, within a 20-year span. Which role you think you had that you was like, you know what? I know that one was my shit. I did that one. You know what I mean?
That's tough, man, because you know, the last role, you know, that aired, I should say, that has like sentimental value, you know, and I feel that a lot of my career, a lot of the things that I've done kind of led up to that, you know, so now I got to now I have to set new goals, higher goals. But my career, I've been blessed to play a lot of different roles. And a lot of them have been close to me. Like when I coming up, when I did theater, church theater, a lot of the characters that I played, I either knew somebody like that, experienced it myself, so it's kind of easy to tap into. Honestly, I don't think I've been really challenged that much yet. You know, as actors, you want to be challenged. You want to do something where people look at you and be like, oh, wow. So I'll take that back to, because I love making people laugh. So a lot of people, you know me for doing comedic roles, and then when I do a serious role and I had to cry, you know, it's like, oh wow. So I think it's for the most part, every dramatic role that I've done, where people, you know, get to see me flex those dramatic muscles as opposed to the easy making people laugh. Not to say making people laugh is easy, but that was something I was really used to and accustomed to, and people are accustomed to seeing me do that. But yeah, I would have to say my favorite, because I know that really isn't the question that you asked, but because my appearance on Law and Order was so sentimental to me, I think that was the one, because a lot of like watching it with all my friends and family, including Malachi, shout out, you know, to you and Aria and Cameron for coming down, and you know, sitting there watching it and people like, yo, it was so natural. You belong there. It looked like you belong there. I know it was a TV show and you're acting, but it didn't look like that. It looked real and like you belong there. So that was, and to hold your ground, you know, stand your ground with, you know, an A-list actor, you know, like that, you know, Chris Maloney, shout out to him. He's one of the reasons why I love playing cops. And I was telling this story the other day. He's one of the reasons I play cops. So sometimes when I played cops, I see myself, you know, standing like he would stand, and you know, mannerism that he would like. If you look back at it, there's a moment where he's sitting back like this, and he's talking to me, right? And I'm looking at him like this, and that's like kind of like a head nod that he does.
Wow.
So in the scene, I wanted to go like this, but he was already like this, so I had to find another stance. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna put my hand in my pocket or something like that. So, you know, but yeah, that I think the Law and Order, you know, the role of Joint Terrorism Task Force Commander Bard was the one that's, I'm like, yeah, I did that. I stood next to or 6 feet away from Chris Maloney, and I did that, and people enjoyed it, and people were like, yeah, man, you belong on there. Yeah,
Cue it up,
that's it. I came all the way around to go right back there. But yeah.
Small stealth unit will infiltrate the building via this utility maintenance culvert. The SOC doesn't have surveillance on the sub-basement level. Our assumption is that Wheatley hasn't installed his own.
Don't assume.
Excuse me, Detective?
I assure you Wheatley's anticipated anything that you just thought of.
These culverts are part of a completely separate grid that he won't have access to. We consider the risk low to tolerable.
What are your thoughts, Sergeant Bell?
I agree with my colleague. Wheatley is a 3D chess player.
The city's heading into a second night without power. What do you suggest we do?
Well, at the very least, let's find out what Wheatley meant when he said he wanted my soul. Start with that.
Very good idea. You distract him, our team will go in.
Okay, stand by. Slootmakers and her team is ready and able to restore power to the city.
Great. Commander Bard?
All units prepare to move.
Okay, all right.
You kicked ass right there, baby. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
You really did. You look like you belong right there, which you do. It was so natural. And how does that work? If you do an excellent job like that, and then what? You just don't hear back from nobody. They talk to your agent. They set something up, or is the acting biz real finicky like that, or how does that work?
Well, I don't want to say that it's finicky. I mean, it has some ups, some downs. With that role, when I first got the script, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. I was like, man, I don't want to be like my other friends, man. They get in these big shows and they, you know, the black man dies right in the credits.
Okay.
You know, so well, there it goes. Right. But I read it and I thought I was gonna die. But when I got there and found out that I was in the situation room and I wasn't out in the field, I was like, all right, cool. But that was called a co-star role. And you know, if they ultimately like what I did and they want to bring me back, you know, somebody will reach out and say, you know, hey, we want to bring your character back. But right now it seems like it's a one-off. But you know, if everybody starts a petition and says, you know, bring Commander Bard back, we might get back on the show. So one of my friends even said to me, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the spinoff, the Commander Bard spinoff.
already.
I said, NBC 2023 presents Bard. So you know,
as Bard back
Commander
again.
Bard, right. In a world where Stabler's no longer there.
No, we gotta keep Stabler.
No, yeah. You gotta be in the spinoff with you. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. Earlier you were saying that you like as an actor you want roles that like challenge you and something like that. Is there like a particular, I don't know if this makes sense, like a particular dream role you have that you would like to take on, or like something that'll challenge you, that you have something in mind?
Yes.
That's a good question.
I want to play a male prostitute. Because I know that there's levels to, no, I'm just kidding.
I
was
like,
not
going there.
I'm like, let me just tell him. So I'm not trying to show my face.
Right.
I'm like, if you go in there,
we need to really understand this. Go ahead.
Y'all like mask off, Steve. All right. No. It's characters, a character or characters where you really have to show a level, the different levels of the person, the different emotions throughout the whole project. You know, where you see the person jovial and happy, then you see the person maybe depressed and then, you know, angry at somebody, and you know, it's real internal where it's emotional, not necessarily crying, but it's something that will affect you deeply. you know, something like that. You know, with all these characters, they give characters there's always something wrong with the character. Like with Stabler, he, you know, quote unquote has anger issues, you know, throughout SVU. You know, he was always the one that was up in your face and and that's one of the reasons why, you know, I wanted to have a role, you know, be in a scene with him. But yeah, just something that takes you on an emotional roller coaster, you know. And with these co-stars, you really don't get an opportunity to showcase the range of talent, you know. So but you know, depending on the role, if I got a role where I'm playing, like I get a lot of things that say, you know, you're fit for a homeless man that goes through this, haven't been picked up for it yet, but just something that's real emotional and people look at it and go like, wow, that's deep.
So I got a question. So do they talk to you? Like, I know you was on the set, right? And like, are they communicating with you before y'all go on, or they like drinking their coffee and doing X, Y, and Z, and then all of a sudden, yeah, and another thing about that thing and that thing, and then they like the way I interpreted like your scene, it was like I had to say like Stockton and Malone playing ball, and then they just pass the ball to you, and then they waiting to see what kind of basket you gonna make, and then you made the shot, and then they turn and give it to somebody else. It's like everybody passing the basketball around, but they waiting to see what you're gonna do with the basketball. That's like the scene that I just saw. That's a different interpretation of it from our standpoint, but I don't know. Was it like y'all practiced the script, and then all of a sudden you just saw them, boom, when it's time to shoot? Because you look like you should be right there, and, you know. And so I'm saying, like, how is it before they go action?
Well, I can definitely appreciate that analogy. You know, I used to play ball, but no, you practice like in the beginning. You know, as the years go on, you realize you have that thought. You know, is it just okay? I get on set and do it. So you got to be ready, got to be prepared. You realize once you get there, there's somebody there with the script, just in case somebody forgets their lines. They're like, okay, what's the line again? All right, cool. We go again, you know, but we do a run through of the scene so that the camera team can know, you know, where to set up and how it's going to go. So there's always a rehearsal before it. As far as the actors or the lead actors coming to set, you know, their call time is a lot later than yours. Like I had to be there, I think like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and didn't start filming till my first day. I forgot what time we started filming. I'll just throw out a number. I'll just say 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. And Chris Maloney, he didn't show up till 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before or something like that. We run through the scene. All right, cool. He says, all right, what's the line? We got it. All right, cool. And we run it. So, and then, you know, you got to do the different angles, you know, to get everybody's reactions and things like that. So yeah, there is a quick rehearsal before. So, you know, you gotta come ready. Even though you're gonna do different takes and things like that, you still gotta come ready.
Yeah. Just based on that, then you said you did start out on stage. So what was your process of trying to learn how to act from the stage to the screen?
Oh yeah, that transition is something. It can be difficult for people. It, you know, it depends on how you come at it. If you learn quickly, that's great. If you don't, then, you know, it's going to take some time. But with theater, when you go see a play, you know, if you're sitting in row double Z, right? The person that's sitting in row double Z, they have to see, feel, and hear everything that you're saying, everything that's going on. So you kind of have to be big with your actions, you know, and loud, not loud, but you have to project with your voice, you know, just in case you're not mic'd up. You know, you have to have that strong voice where everybody in the back can hear you. But with film, it's right here, like this screen right here. It's real close and intimate, and the screen will pick up all your facial expressions. It'll if I start to cry, you can see the water welling up in my eyes. Excuse me. But from row double Z, you can't see that. So I have to not overact it, but I have to make you see how angry or how sad and emotional I am. So it's just realizing that. You know, in the beginning, it was kind of like, it was at the beginning. It was kind of like, okay, Steve, you don't have to raise your arm like this to present whoever is next to you or whatever like that. You can just, look over because the camera's gonna cut too.
Okay. Okay.
Just like you just did. It was the wide shot of everybody, and then it was this, so and not to be so loud because you're mic'd up or you have the boom mic, over you. But yeah, so that's the transition from that, just going from big and theatrical to small and focused, because this is where the camera, this is where the real drama happens.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Dan, anybody ever tell you look like Tay Diggs?
Oh my God, no, I haven't heard that. My bro,
yeah, you like Tay Diggs with hair. Yeah,
we always tell them that. We tell them that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll take it, like, and I'm not complaining about it.
Take Diggs with the Michael B. Jordan hairstyle and Black Panther.
Tay Killmonger. That's
Tay Killmonger. Yo, he going in, Dan. Mask off. Mask off.
Like Tay Diggs. I'm fine.
Mask on.
He's like, I'm good with that. Man.
Yeah, Tom trying to.
Mask on, nigga.
You gotta don't let him come up on here and get on you, bro.
Yo,
question, OG.
Yeah, I did. One of my favorite movies is Fences by Denzel Washington, and it made me think about what you said about showing so much range of emotion. But I'm not a Denzel Washington fan like that. I'm not.
I'm sorry. What?
That's for another show.
You're not a Denzel fan. Is that what you're telling me? Huh?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
And I see what you're doing.
Huh? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because almost in every
I'm listening. You're not talking. I'm listening. Huh? You like my movie, you like Fences, but you're not a fan of me. How is that? Hey, he's not a fan. How is that possible?
Almost in every movie, he's like that, except Fences. And I'm like, we have like put certain actors on pedestals and they get away with a lot of stuff and they get complacent. And I think he's one of the actors from our time that we put on a pedestal and he has become complacent. When he did Fences, though, that changed a lot from his catalog with me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was one of the most purest performances he ever did. Mm-hmm. Now, I haven't seen this new one he got on Apple TV, the Death of McVeigh or something like that. You know what I mean?
Macbeth?
Macbeth. I said McVeigh. I don't know. I'm butchering all this shit.
Or something.
Yeah, so my question is, who do you look at as a acting influence for you?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah. That person.
No. But real talk. He is one of my favorites, and I do agree with you on that point. That if he wasn't, imitation is the best form of flattery, they say, right? And if you have a whole array of comedians and actors able to imitate Denzel Washington, all saying the same thing because he says the same things in all the movies. Like if you look at the script, I don't think the words "okay," "all right," and "understand" are in the script at all. I think that he just puts them there. Okay, you understand? He always needs clarity. You understand?
He want to clear shit up. He got to clear it up with you all the time.
You understand? Did you hear me? Okay, huh? And if everybody can do that, that means that's repetition in what you do. They're not just imitating him as Alonzo in Training Day. It's throughout. If you go back and look, he always says, "Okay, understand? Do you understand me?" All that stuff. But to your point, and as far as Fences, he did that on Broadway first, so he had the history with that. So he's had so many years of doing that he couldn't help but it be awesome on screen. But as far as influences, when there are moments that Denzel really has to dig down deep and do things. Denzel, I like Will's emotional journey. As an actor. Jamie Foxx, because he's so he's talented. With everything when he does drama. I don't know if you guys remember Robin Williams, but that I kind of equate myself to like a Robin Williams and a Jamie Foxx, because I was so used to making people laugh, but then when I made them cry, it was like, oh, you know, it's different. They didn't expect it. It was like, oh, Steve, you're a funny dude. And then when you see it, it's like, oh, you're an actor, you know. So Denzel, Will Smith, who did I say? Jamie Foxx, underrated Don Cheadle, Jeffrey Wright,
very underrated. Both,
you know. Then you got to give homage to the greats, you know, Sidney Poitier, Lou Gossett Jr., Morgan Freeman. So it's a lot of the actors that come before that, you know, obviously that come before us that, you know, you look up to, and you kind of want to have careers like them. Even a Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace.
Yeah,
you know, it's people that really can take a script, connect to it, and make it something that, I mean, you don't know what to expect because you don't know what the script was, but can take it and just make it like a masterpiece and just draw you in, like, oh God, I want to see more, you know, type of thing. So, but yeah, you know, definitely, you know, Denzel is at the top because of the career, you know, he's had. And on the white side of it, you know, Mel Gibson, you know, love him, you know, as an actor. You know, a lot of great people.
Nobody ever give credit to Patrick Swayze. I'm gonna be the first to say it. Patrick Swayze, especially in the '80s when he went through a lot of Cinemax After Dark movies. You know, and he had Roadhouse. You know what I mean? Where
that's my movie.
Trucker.
Dalton.
You know what I'm saying? Roadhouse, and you show up as a trucker, and he going through all this emotional baggage. And then not only that, no one gives credit to Jean-Claude Van Damme in kickboxing.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for watching the Mask Off podcast. Oh, not my show. Not my show.
Yeah.
Not my show. My bad. Jean-Claude. Yo, did you know that Jean-Claude Van Damme had a show on, I think it was on Amazon called JCVD?
No.
And check it out. It was only on one season. You got to watch it, especially if you're making a joke about him. He plays the narrative of the story is that his whole career as an actor, he was actually a spy named Jean-Claude Van Johnson or something like that.
Wow.
And every time he was doing a movie, he was actually on set. Every time he was on set, he was actually on a job as a spy. I was like, what? And Felicia Rashad was in it. So I had to watch it.
Now that's my boo right there. That's my boo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the reason why I brought up kickboxing was for Bolo. No one give a shout out to Bolo. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember Bolo.
Chung Lee. Come on now.
Yeah. Shout out to Bolo.
All right. So
hey, now, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do that, you got to give it to the GOAT though. You got to give it to Ty-Mac. You got to give it to Bruce Leroy.
All day. I was about to bring that up next. You know, I do Dinner Detectives. It's a mystery dinner theater that we do here.
Okay.
And
I gotta come back out to the D, man.
You gotta come check it out. So one of the things they ask you on the sheet we do is like, what is your favorite villain? And I say Sho'nuff. And you'll be surprised how so many people do not have any clue who Sho'nuff is. And I'm like, I'm showing my age.
It's all good. But let me throw something at you real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all, continue with the show. I have been blessed to be a part of something that's dope. It's gonna be dope once it's released. I mean, it's already dope. It's called Rise of the Last Dragon. It's an animated.
Hey, that sounds dope to me already.
It's an animated series. It's an animated series by my guy, Datrix. Look him up, Daetrix, and I'm doing the voiceover for Bruce Leroy until Ty-Mac signs on. I'm doing the voice for Bruce Leroy, Bruce Lee, and this Jim Kelly type character. And the story, it's not a sequel, but it picks up right after that last fight.
Okay.
And we get to learn more about Sho'nuff, about how he got his red glow and and all this stuff. And oh my God, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. So look that up. Bro. Look up Rise of the Last Dragon. It's gonna be dope.
You're not pulling my chain, are you?
No, bro. No. Hey. No. Somebody go to Instagram right now and look up.
You dead ass. Because I'm all in on that.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
Yeah, I'm all in on that. You know
That's what's up. Hey,
Go ahead, young
And
man.
speaking of that, drop some any other projects that you got going or cooking up, or don't say nothing that's out of your scope of announcements, but
You know what he's doing.
Whoa.
Yeah, he been in the game 20 years.
Nice.
What?
Damn.
Wow.
What? I'm on that.
Bruh. Follow Datrix Art. DAETRIX_art. I forget where he's from. I don't think he's in Detroit. I forget where he's at, but yeah, bro.
Wow. That's the character you playing?
This is shows, bro. Yeah.
That's dope and artwork too.
It's gonna be fire, man. He's also a producer, a music producer, and I think he raps as well. He's pretty good. Mal, you said to run off what now? Things I have coming up.
Upcoming shows, stuff, or something that we can catch you on already.
All right, cool. Well, if you want to rewatch, please do it because I can get a residual check from it. Watch episode 14 of season 2 of Law and Order: Organized Crime.
Episode what? Episode
14. Me playing the role of Commander Bard. You can watch that. You can also, last year I was blessed to be on FBI Most Wanted. That was season 2, episode 9. The name of the episode is 10. So let's get these residual checks coming in. Soon I will be on an episode of a Hulu series called Only Murders in the Building, which stars Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
Wow.
I have an independent film that I think is going to be out this year called Rub, where I play detective. I have a film coming out, I think it's the end of this year, called Something's Wrong with Rose, which stars Sosie Bacon, who is Kevin Bacon's daughter. She's the lead actress in that. Rob Morgan is also in that. I don't know if you know who Rob Morgan is. I play a cop in that. So I love playing cops. So I was telling my boy Steve the other day, I have a PhD in COP for all the cops that I played. And
trying to be next Ice-T.
Listen. What else? Oh, I play a bad guy. In a film called Traffic Lane. It's a comedy written by my boy Jermaine Smith. I'm also in a film called The Needs 2. It's about children with special needs and and their families inside this one school. I played the security guard from the UK, so I was able to use my accent, a little bit, nice. Get my Idris on a little bit. And there's a film I produced and had a cameo in called Plan B. I produced it with this company called The Characters. Malachi, knows about that. Called Plan B. I played a therapist, and the director wanted me to do something different. So I made him African. And what I try not to do is try not to be Will Smith in Concussion. So I had to work. I got me I'm sorry, what happened? Oh, nope. Okay.
I like Concussion actually.
So I got with my boy. He's a very talented, dialect coach. Shout out to Shahid K. Woods here in Jersey. But yeah, I have some things. Oh, I'm working on the film. We're gonna start filming again in June, I think June or July. It's a film called Boxer, and I got to get back in shape for that. I play a former boxer who is now I run my own gym and things like that. So I'm about to get my fitness back on, and like Mal was saying, it's good cardio. So definitely gonna do that. But yeah, I mean, if people want to follow me, I'm always posting, what I have coming up. You can follow me on Instagram. I am Steven Strickland. Find me on Facebook, Steven Strickland, or look up Strictly Talent 1. I think it pops up that way. I'm working on my website. Boom, there we go. That's instant. You guys are on it. I want to be like y'all when I grow up. Hey. I used to have my own show. COVID made it have to be, via IG Live, but with my production company, Strickland Media Group, that's also a page on Instagram. Shout out to Antoine.
Shout out to Antoine, that's the homie.
Yes, sir. I did what people are calling a podcast in 2020 called Strictly Speaking. So I'll be bringing that back, I think, in the fall, where I'll be, interviewing a lot of my friends in the industry, some celebrities, some, you know, some on the come up, you know, and things like that. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay, you know, just trying to stay busy. You know, as a creative, and you guys know how the hustle is real. And yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love it. One last question, man.
That's it. I like hanging out with you guys, man.
I know, man. I know. Well, we got to keep it moving, man.
That was nice. That was a good one.
That's on the
transition. That's my young boy.
Yeah. So like I was saying,
right. But it takes 60 seconds to give some advice to someone that is aspiring to do anything that you do, act, write, direct, host, produce. Give them some advice of how to do it, how to start, how to get going.
Well, like you said it best earlier. Start. You know, I come from church, so write the vision, make it plain. You know, if you have an idea, you have a goal, write it down so that you can see it and it's real to you. And then just learn the aspects of that thing that you want to do. For some people, I'll just say acting for one thing. For some people, a lot of people, it's a natural thing, but then they go to school and take classes to hone it. You know, so you always want to perfect your gift, perfect your talent. So take the time to learn, you know, how to do it, and don't give up. If you love it, you do what you love what you do. That's why that's my motto. You know, do what you love what you do, and you got to have a passion for it. If you want to be an actor to be a famous movie star, that's one thing. But then you gotta do the things that's gonna get you there. But I do it because I love it. And if the success and fame comes, then that's a byproduct of, you know, what I'm doing. I do it because I love it, because of the craft and the art form of it. And yes, I want it to be able to pay my way, you know, be able to live off of this. But yeah, just find something that brings you the most passion, live in that thing, and learn about that thing and do that thing well.
Nice, man.
Do those things well, because I don't want to, like blood sport. Never limit myself to one style of fighting. So, yes.
Well said. Let's give a round of applause, man.
Round of applause.
Thank you too, because that was the name of the movie. I said kickboxing, but it was blood sport. Thank you.
I got you.
With Bolo. Thank you.
No, you said kickboxing. I remember you said kickboxing.
But it was blood sport. It was the movie I was talking about was blood sport.
Oh, you're right. See, I'm tired. Yep.
Yeah, but we all here from Mask Off would give a great we thank you for coming. We also
thanks for having me, man.
A great round of applause for you showing up and be a part of what we're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just love talent, you know what I mean? And you, like I said, I was taken back from seeing your performance on the show, and I'm going to sign a petition. I'm probably get the fellas on board to get you, your own spinoff, because that was dope. That was dope. And
thank you, brother.
We definitely the floor is always, you know, we always welcome you to come back anytime you want to come back.
Hey man, just let me know.
Part of what we doing, Mask Off here. You know, once you come through, you fam, you always fam. You know what I mean? So we extend our hearts and we extend our platform to you, my brother.
Thank you.
On that note, man, you gave him 60 seconds. You want any shout outs to anybody before we wrap up?
Me?
Yeah, you want to give any shout outs to anybody?
I'd like to give a shout out to all the fellas here on the Mask Off podcast. You guys are great, doing a great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate you for having me, you know, on the platform. Definitely want to shout out my man Malachi Lee, my homie, you know, for, you know, suggesting me, referring me. Want to shout out, you know, my fam, you know, in Detroit, you know, love y'all much. Family. Just shout out God, you know, because without him I am nothing. Thank everybody, you know, for tuning in. Shout out to my mom. I don't know if she's seeing this, she's gonna watch the playback, but I love her. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. And shout out to every producer that has or casting director that has cast me in a television show, film, play, whatever, allowing me the opportunity to do what I love and love what I do. And I thank myself for being resilient and sticking with the goal and with the passion for, you know, for what for what I'm doing and for what I want to do. So somebody told me, don't forget to thank yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't want to be like Snoop Dogg, but no, yeah, I'm gonna thank myself. I'm gonna thank myself for sticking with it. So yeah.
No sad.
That's super dope. That's super dope. On that note, man, we got any comments? Any questions? We don't got nothing going on. So on that note, man, what we gonna do is we gonna close this thing on out, man. So
James says the fam doing big with celebrities in the joint.
we doing what we can. We doing what we can. We doing what we can. We got any more? DJ Touch, good Zenzel.
Thank you, DJ Touch. Huh? Okay. What you touching? You touching the records? What you touching over there? Huh? Okay. Do I need to come to the D? Do I need to bring D to the D?
No.
And by D I mean Denzel. Okay. I don't want the censors to get me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's good.
That's good. That is good.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
Denzel right
good,
there.
man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, man. Much love to you, bro. Glad to have you on, man.
So what we're going to do, we're going to close this thing on out. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Give a big shout out to our special guest, Steve Strickland, you know what I'm saying, actor, director, host, good friend of ours now, Mask Off family,
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is episode 97.
97.
Primetime, Mask Off. We here every Friday at 9 p.m. You hear first, Mask Off. Dan, what it do?
Good.
He forgot.
You good?
Yeah.
Jake, you got anything?
Oh, shout outs. Oh yeah. So,
He said what it do? He said, what?
Yeah, so this
He's still stuck on the Tay Diggs thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
He's shining,
yeah,
right?
Wow, now, you know.
He's shining.
Right.
But at the end, the Detroit musical film is playing all weekend. Screen is there. And a lot of folks just frown at our featured in there. A few of us are too. Clearly, Malachi is. I got to see the side there too. So
hey, I got a couple scenes, man. Hey, I got a couple cuts in the trailer too. You feel me? So you know, hey, shoot,
that guy's good.
That's what
yeah. So check that out. There was the premiere today, and then they're showing it all weekend long. So
what's this? What's the name of this?
Detroit the musical.
Oh, okay.
The film. It's a film.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's dope. Jake, you got anything?
Yeah. Tomorrow night, Go Comedy Improv Theater All-Star Showdown, 7:30 show and 10 p.m. show. Dan gonna be there too. So yeah, doing that.
What's up?
And then next Saturday, 19th, Blown Metalworks in Ann Arbor doing a stand-up show there. So pull up to that. Anybody out in the Ann Arbor area, or if you just want to drive far to come see your boy, I would appreciate that. You feel me? And
next Saturday?
Next Saturday at 10 p.m. And this show every Friday night at 9 p.m.
Yes, sir. Mask off.
What you got going on, Malachi?
Yep. The musical tomorrow. Next this Monday I'll be at Punchline open mic, rocking that out. I'm going to Charlotte Tuesday and Wednesday for Beat the Street show. I got March 26th, Kicking It With Rob is actually putting on the show. Mike Larry is going to be featured as well. I'm gonna have the guest spot on the comedy tip. Tickets are $25. It's $4 to $9, but it comes with food and it's a show and it's the podcast as well. So it's gonna be a great time.
Where is that at?
That is at
in Detroit.
Yes, in the D for sure.
Okay. Mid-Fit or something like that. What's the name of it?
Yes, Me Fit Lounge. At the Me Fit Lounge. And then May 1st, I just got word Ear to Ear movie premiere will be at the Riviera Theater May 1st. Day after my birthday. So 2 days after my birthday. So we're gonna have a nice weekend in. So
I'm coming down.
Super dope. Well,
coming down.
As far as me, like I've said throughout the show, we got Orilla Radio popping off this Sunday at 5 p.m. Tune into that. And
nice.
if you haven't subscribed to Orilla Radio, now's the time to do it. I'll give you all the links in the description. Second, I'll be doing Dinner Detectives next Saturday, I believe that's the 19th. I'll be doing that. So if you out in the Troy area and you got tickets, come through, come laugh, cry, figure out some stuff, some detective work, some good detective work.
Is that monthly?
Yeah, that's monthly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's monthly. And come be a part of it, man. You know, order a ticket, be a part of it. You know, you see Big Tone do his thing. Shout out to everybody included. Like I was saying before we get up out of here, man, love everybody. Take care of yourself. This is episode 97. Mask off. You know what it do. We here every Friday from 9 p.m. Peace out, family. Mr. Strickland, thank you for coming out. Peace.
Prime time, grind time.